We've got some big decisions to make over this winter window. So welcome into the episode, welcome to the series. One thing I did learn in the last video, don't record with that fan on. This fan. Because what we found was it was insanely noisy and insanely difficult to edit the video, trying to cut out all the noise of the fan. So that won't happen again. Apologies for that. So we're on the 13th of December. We have just finished the first half of the season. Our young wonder kid Alex has made his debut now, and yeah, we've got some decisions to make as we go into the mid-season break, because we need to decide if we're strengthening, if our squad's good enough, if we've got the finances to strengthen. All them kind of things need to be decided over this winter window. So first off, let's go through what's happened since you were last with us. So we went through in the first round of the Cup with a 3-0 victory over Anthony and Kareem on the score sheet. Before we played Zelina and lost 3-2 away from home. That's 2 defeats against the best 2, Slovak Bratislava and Zelina, both very close games, I do have to say. Spat and Anthony on the score sheet for us. We then played Journeyman and got a 1-0 victory. Anthony again, defensive midfielder, and he's absolutely killing it. We then played Kosic and lost 1-0, very disappointing. Very disappointing. At that point, we did have a few words with our players. We then came up against Inter Bratislava and got a 3-1 victory. Anthony, Rehus and Crawl on the score sheet for us. We then played Rozomberok with Bovarsen scoring 2 and Stan scoring in that game. We then played Strada and drew 0-0. Now this was the final league game before our young academy player Alex could make his debut. We did have a cup game to get through as well. Bovarsen scored a hat-trick and Rehus scoring. But then after that I decided, you know what? I'm fairly sure we're safe. We've had a decent start. I don't think we're going to go down. Let's give Alex some football. So, in the next game was his debut. You can see here he played 6.3. But it's okay. We can allow and forgive that. We got a 2-0 victory. Rehus and Stan scoring. We then played away from home against Zemplin and got a 1-0 victory with Alex scoring. We will look at his goals in a second. Before we then played Slovan Bratislava and got a 2-0 victory, beaten top of the league. Alex and Spat on the score sheet. We then played Skalica with Bullish scoring, Alex getting 2 and Hovat on the score sheet. We then played Spartak Trnava with Alex scoring 1 from the penalty spot and Stan scoring. And then we've ended this half of the season against Comano with Anthony scoring 2. He's been on fire from defensive mid. Alex scoring, Crawl and Spat. So currently we are 4 points clear at top of the table. Now Slovan Bratislava do have 2 games in hand, so I do expect them to close the gap. And also you can see if they win their games in hand, we're only pretty much 3 points clear of 4th. So yes, we're top of the league, but let's not overdo it and think we're actually smashing it. And B, you can see Alex is the highest average rating in the league. He's played 6 games, scoring 6 goals for us. And I think we've stumbled across a wonder kid. So, what I did say we were going to do is have a look at some of his goals. So first off, his first ever goal for us was in this 1-0 victory. So let's have a look at that, shall we? I think it was a free kick, if I'm correct. Yes, it was a free kick. Keeper's side, top corner. What a goal. That was followed up with a game against Slovan Bratislava, 2-0 victory. And Alex got the opening goal of that game as well. So let's have a look to see exactly how that goal happened. So Tom had it to Bullock. Goes inside to Anthony. Forward to Stan. Across to Manute. And then Alex with the header took it away. So he's had a left foot free kick and a header so far. We then came up in this game here and got a 4-1 victory. Alex picking up 2 goals in this game. So first off, in the 40th minute, he scored his first goal of the game. He also won man of the match in this game. So Mazan forward to Stan. Stan puts it across Alex with the simple tap away. I remember watching it, and you know when you just know a goal is coming? That's pretty much how that one felt. And then here we are. Horvath goes forward to Alex. He goes past his man so easily and tucked it away. At that point, you do start to think we have found an absolute gem here. We then got a 2-1 victory. His goal was from the penalty spot, so we won't bother looking at that. And then against Cornwall, Alex did get a goal to end the first half of the season. Can he finish our top goal scorer? Honestly think he can. But here we are. Horvath then goes round a few people. Mazan now. And it's going to be the same type thing. Ball across. Alex tucks it away. But you got to be in the right place at the right time to score them goals. So as I say, we sit in top, 18 games played. So let's have a look at a little bit more detail. So possession-wise, we're exactly 50% now. We were closer to 60 in the first season. So, sorry, the first season where we were in the second tier. So we do need to start dominating the ball just a little bit more. Goals-wise, though, we're looking really good. 34 goals in 18 games. Second most with that. But brace yourself for this next stat. I did have a look at some of these. Goals from corners. We've had 11 goals from corners in 18 games. The second highest is 4. Goals from direct free kicks. Alex, thank you very much for that. 1. And goals from indirect free kicks, we've had 2. So we're looking decent so far this year, I have to say. In terms of goals conceded, we're doing the best there as well. 13 goals conceded. And conceded from corners, we've not conceded a single one. Conceded from direct free kicks, not a single one. And we've conceded 2 from indirect free kicks. So, yeah, we're doing okay. We are doing okay. So, salary per annum at the minute compared to everybody else, we are sitting in 6th, spending £916,000 a year. The lowest attendance we've had is 2020. And the highest attendance we've had is 3,792. Stadium sellouts, we've not had any. By capacity, we're at 24%, so we do have the ability to attract a lot more fans into the games if we can try to do that. Now, average attendance is 2,400 exactly, on the nose. Financially, then, we are losing money. We're 96 negative at the minute for the season. And, yeah, it's a little bit concerning. It is a little bit concerning. So ground maintenance obviously was a massive expense, but something which long term the club will benefit from using that European money well. Players' wage of 409. Tax, which again opens up, is 185. Youth setup 162. Scouting costs 139. So we have spent quite a bit of money on scouting costs this season. Income wise, so prize money at 1.2. Sponsorship at 752, 230 for gate receipts, and what was players' wages was 4.9, wasn't it? Yeah, 4.9. So we're not even close to covering that with gate receipts at the minute, and that is something which is slightly concerning. I have to say, I would like to have brought in a lot more money gate receipt wise. So at the minute, we are a club who is losing money. So we discussed about how to improve the squad in the winter window. I'm a little bit torn with this because there is the possibility that we actually have to downsize a little bit. Maybe we've got to have a look at on here. Sirius Christie, 4 starts, 7 sub appearances, highest earner of 2,000 a week. Onazi, 1 start, 5 sub appearances, 1.4k a week. Agbo, 1 start, 7 sub appearances, 1.3k a week. Bulisic is 18 starts, he deserves it. But some of our highest earners are not actually starting games. And I'm just wondering if we should maybe look at moving a few people on just to save us maybe that 15k a month, which by the end of the season is going to be about 75k. So it is a decent amount just by cutting out a couple of players who are maybe not first choice regular, and maybe just giving a couple of youngsters a bit more football off the bench. So in terms of who's performed the best, top goal scorer is Bovarson on loan with 9 goals in 10 starts. Then you have Anthony with 8 goals from defensive midfield. I mean, fair play to him. Fair play to him, I have to say. And then you have 6 goals in 6 games for Alex. He needs 3 more to catch Bovarson, 2 more to catch Anthony. I just think he's going to be starting throughout the season now. we've got ourselves a gem. In terms of assists, 2 people on 7, Tom and Horvath. Then you have Anthony on 6, Mazan on 5. Now, we've done well with our left-back position. If we go position-wise, we've got 2 left-backs. Mazan has started 11. Mahuta has started at 9. So, we are rotating our left-backs well. Tom has started 25 from right-back. I just think he's just a class above Christie, and unfortunately the physical side of Christie is costing him. I think if anything, it does show that not every signing you make is the right signing, and I definitely made the wrong signing there. So sometimes you just got to hold your hands up and accept that a signing you made was not right for the club, and that's where we are. One other thing I'm a bit concerned about is goalkeeper-wise. So Schneller, he is injury prone, I get that. He's very injury prone. He keeps picking up injury after injury, so I think we're going to have to, over the winter or summer, look at a new first choice keeper. We do have Dorian Petter. The only issue with Dorian Petter is this guy's insanely injury prone. Lifting weights, he was out for 2 months, a lower back structure, then knee cartilage, out for 5 weeks. Wear and tear, 16 years old. Then a hip injury from a fall, 4 weeks currently. So, yeah, it's a difficult situation, but the team is looking good. Youth team-wise, we're looking solid as well. We top of the league, won 11, drew 3. We've not lost a single game. And we are looking like we're building a very good club. Not just a starting 11, a very good club. So the next thing to look at is the fact that we've improved our coaching, so we're going to look at that in a second. Our coaching course, we are now studying for the B license, so that's another improvement, and they have now agreed to improve our youth recruitment. So that also has been improved since the last episode, so really, really pleased with that. It's just nice to see we pump. If I'm going to lose money each year, I'd rather bring in youth players than having to sign people. In terms of staff, the final staff signing we made, where is he? Let me go on to transfer history. We go to staff. So we signed 2. We signed a set piece coach who has finally come in. We needed one. Tactical knowledge of 3, a little bit concerning. But hey, we've scored a lot of corners, so let's be nice to him. And also we brought in a new defensive coach who I think is quite decent. He's not a world beater, but he's definitely solid at this level. Comes in on a couple-year contract as well, so I'm really pleased with that. But all in all, I think we're in a good position. Youth recruitment now is at 5 stars. Junior coaching's at 3.5. Youth facilities are going to go up to 3.5 when that improvement is done. We're in a very, very solid position, and I can only see more talent, more wonder kids, more insane players just to help us continue to develop and build. So that's been one issue. So we are starting to get touted around a little bit. Olimpia Ljubljana, the current reigning champions and top of the league of the Slovenian league, did approach and make a mention that they wanted to offer me an interview. I turned it down. I didn't feel it was the right time to move, but is moving to the best club in one of these nations a good move? I'm unsure on that. I do think by the end of next season we could be the best club in Slovakia, but Slovan Bratislava do have an absolute load of money in the bank. So are we going to be battling against a giant for a couple of years? And at that point, should we just have moved to another club, won a title or 2? Like if we won the Slovenian league 2 years in a row, we could then maybe move to the Netherlands, for example, or Belgium, somewhere like that. Where with Tressin, where do we go? If we win the league next year, is that the peak for that club? I'm unsure. So that, it did turn my eye for a second. And that's the reason I'm bringing it up. It did, just for that second, make me think, we could go there. They've got 2.5 million in the bank. They're a good side, so we could sign the likes of Alex and maybe bring Stan Horvath with us, some of the youngsters, and maybe move them along the clubs with us. So it was a very, very tough call. One of the only reasons I decided not to was Alex is only 16 and it would be over a year before he turns 7. Well, over a year, that doesn't make sense. It'd be about a year before he turns 70 and we could actually sign him. So I would rather have 6 months with him and continue to develop him, to be honest with you. But that is it for today's episode. A very good recap episode, I think. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. Thank you for your support on it. I've been Paul, also known as the Northman, and I'll see you in the next one.